Let's talk a little bit about the operation. So, yeah, as I was just saying before, for me, I would be terrified about the prospect of doing it. Was there any anticipation? What were your emotions like from the moment they said, "Guy, you're going in to have this operation"?
Taking it back a bit, when I went through the NHS when it first happened, I didn't actually have an operation. It was mid coronavirus, probably at the very peak of it, and in all fairness, they wanted me to get out, and I wanted to get out as well. So they just whacked me in a couple boots. They did X-rays and scans, which all came back fine. So they just whacked me in two boots and sent me off in crutches. And I was like obviously jacked up on painkillers, so I didn't really feel. So I went off on crutches, woke up in the morning, and obviously couldn't weight bear on any of them. And over the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month, I'd say about 3 weeks, my right ankle slipped out of place just by moving around on it, and so it was healing in the wrong position. So I basically had to go in and have an operation on that. And so regarding the feelings up to it, I've had an operation on my wrist before for a similar thing, doing something stupid, up high. I was okay, man. Like, I was actually fine. I was able to stay relaxed right up to it. I didn't really feel nerves. Obviously, when you go in and they're putting in the general anaesthetic, there are a bit of nerves, but they give you like a light sedative to sort of calm you down for that anyway. So it's fine. I was fine with it, but that's just personal. I could understand why, and like because it was Corona time. Like I explained this before, but they were wearing like huge hazmat suits, like with these massive face things, like Alien from Alien and Predator, with tubes coming out into like oxygen tanks. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh, look, the worst time for this to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, mate, that's very interesting. I mean, fair enough. I would be terrified, but I guess it's just personal preference. And obviously, you said you'd already had one, so I suppose it's one of those things you get used to. But what's it feel like when you come out of that? Because, like, for me, even if I have a really deep, intense dream, when I come out, I feel disorientated. And it takes me a while to sort of come back to reality. So, how does that compare to something like
You,
general anesthetic?
yeah, you've never felt drowsiness like it. I guess you come out, and because it was quite a long operation as well, or like it was 2.5 hours, something like that. They put quite a lot of general anesthetic in, and then wake me up with adrenaline. So you just got drugs putting you to sleep and then waking you up. So you're just so like what's going on? And I actually got quite punchy when I woke up. And I injured my eye quite badly because I think it's called a catheter or something like that. It goes into your hand, which puts in all the medicine. As I was trying to fight these surgeons off, apparently I was completely sort of unconscious at this point. But I remember having a crazy dream before I woke up. So that was obviously the time it was happening. I was trying to punch them, and I jammed the catheter into my eye. And it cut my eye quite badly. So for the next night, I had to stay in hospital with just a dying pain in my eyeball. Like I wasn't even focusing at all on my leg. Like my eye hurt so much.
Oh, so funny. You come out of this general anaesthetic just swinging for the fences. It's
And
absolutely...
yeah, and it's like with the disorientation and with just like how you feel and that pain in your eye, which like I said before, it's where you are and it's where all your stimulus comes in. So it's like a really horrible pain to have in your eye because you feel like it's like right where you are, and it's like really uncomfortable and horrible. Like I couldn't see for a long time, and like even when I opened my other eye, this eye would just scream with pain. But it healed very quickly, and I was fine by the morning. And I got
Yeah, no, I completely agree about what you're saying about it feeling just so close to you. I feel like the further away something is, the less sort of the less of a big deal it is. I reckon if I had to have an operation on my toe, for example, it's so far away from my head that it's okay,
yeah.
but just something so painful in your eye is just horrible.